an eminent educationist, a dedicated social worker, and an able parliamentarian. Srimati Basanti Sharma, a leading voice on the 8th to 2002, born on 1st March 1944 in Tinsukia district of Assam, in educating women and worked tirelessly for abolition of child labor. During a time in this hallowed chamber, she championed as a crusader in the passing away of Srimati Basanti Sharma of women upliftment champion of the. I refer with profound sorrow to the passing away of Shri Lalit Bhai Mehta, Srimati Basanti Sharma, Professor M.S. Swaminathan, D.B. Chandra Goda, former members of this House. Shri Lalit Bhai Mehta passed away on the 8th of July 2023. He served as a member of this august House from 1999 to 2005, representing the state of Gujarat. Born on 30th of July 1937 at Wankaner in Gujarat, Sri Mehta rendered his invaluable service to society in various capacities, including as Principal of Arts and Commerce College, Wankaner, President of Wankaner Municipality, and as Managing Director of Rajkot Nagrik Sehkari Bank Limited. He was also deeply committed to the development of the deprived sections of society. In passing away of Shri Lalit Bhai Mehta, the country has lost an eminent educationist, a dedicated social worker, and an able parliamentarian. Srimati Basanti Sharma, a leading voice of women empowerment from Northeast, passed away on the 8th of September 2023. She served as a member of this august House, representing the state of Assam for 2 consecutive terms from 1991 to 2002. Born on 1st March 1944 in Tinsukia district of Assam, Srimati Basanti Sharma took keen interest in educating women and worked tirelessly for abolition of child labor. During her time in this hallowed chamber, she championed as a crusader for development of northeastern regions of India. In the passing away of Srimati Basanti Sharma, we have lost a staunch advocate of women upliftment, champion of the rights of children, and a model parliamentarian. Professor M.S. Swaminathan, father of Green Revolution in the country, passed away on the 28th of September 2023. He served as a nominated member of this House from April 2007 to April 2013. Born on 7th August 1925 at Kumbakonam in Tamil Nadu, Professor Swaminathan, a plant geneticist by education, laid a firm foundation for agricultural renaissance in India in 1960s. He earned global acclaim for his affirmative stand on sustainable agriculture, mainstreaming gender considerations in agriculture and rural development. As an able administrator, Professor Swaminathan led several developmental organizations in the country and abroad. His enormous contributions helped India to rise from a drought-stricken food importing country to being declared self-sufficient in food production in 1971. His seminal contributions were duly recognized through the first World Food Prize in 1987, Padam Shri in 1966, Raman Magsaysay Award in 1971, Padam Bhushan in 1972, and Padam Vibhushan in 1989, among others. In the passing away of Professor M.S. Swaminathan, the country has lost a true visionary, a groundbreaking agriculture scientist, and an able parliamentarian. Dr. M.S. Gill, a distinguished figure in Punjab's bureaucracy and politics, passed away on the 15th of October 2023. He served as a member of this House representing the state of Punjab for 2 consecutive terms from 2004 to 2016. Born on 14 June 1936 in the state of Punjab, Dr. Gill joined the prestigious Indian Administrative Service in the year 1958 and served in various capacities under Union and Punjab state government. Dr. Gill, an outstanding administrator, also served as the Chief Election Commissioner from 1996 to 2001. And it was during his tenure that electronic voting machines were successfully introduced in Indian elections. He also served as a minister in the Union Council of Ministers, holding portfolios of youth affairs and sports, and statistics and program implementation. Dr. Gill received several awards, including the prestigious Padam Vibhushan, awarded in the year 2000. In the passing away of Dr. M.S. Gill, the country has lost a capable administrator, a prolific writer, and an illustrious parliamentarian. Sri D.B. Chandra passed away on the 7th of November 2023. He served as a member of the Distinguished House representing the state of Karnataka from April 1986 to December 1989. Born on 26 August 1936 in Chikmalgaru district of Karnataka, Sri Chandra Gowda had an illustrious political career spanning over 4 decades. An advocate by profession, he had an illustrious political career which included being a member of Lok Sabha for 3 terms from 1971 to 1984, member of Legislative Assembly 3 terms, and Legislative Council of Karnataka. He was also a cabinet minister in the government of Karnataka from 1979 to 1980. In the passing away of Sri D.B. Chandra Gowda, the country has lost an able administrator and a distinguished parliamentarian. Honorable members, we deeply mourn the passing away of Sri Lalit Bhai Mehta, Srimati Basanti Sarma, Professor M.S. Swaminathan, Dr. M.S. Gill, and Sri D.B. Chandra Gowda. I request the honorable members to rise in their places and observe silence as a mark of respect to the memory of the departed. Secretary General will convey to the members of the bereaved families our sense of profound sorrow and deep sympathy. Papers to be laid on the table, Secretary General.
Kind permission, I rise to lay on the table a copy of the Constitution 128th Amendment Bill 2023, passed by the House of Parliament during 261st session of Rajya Sabha and assented to by the President.
Sri Rao Sahib Dadarao Danve.
सभापति महोदय, मैं आज की कार्यसूची में मेरे नाम के सामने क्रम संख्या 3 पर उल्लेखित कागजों को सभा पटल पर रखता हूँ।
श्री कौशल किशोर
जी, आपकी अनुमति से मैं आज की कार्यसूची में क्रम संख्या 4 पर मेरे नाम के समक्ष सूचीबद्ध कागजातों की एक प्रत हिंदी व अंग्रेजी में सभा पटल पर रखता हूँ।
श्री वी मुरलीधरन।
Respected Chairman, sir, with your permission, on behalf of my colleague Sri Ajay Bhattji, I rise to lay the papers listed against his name at serial number 5 in today's revised list of business.
Reports of the Department-related Parliamentary Standing Committee on Home Affairs, Sri Brajlal.
Thank you, Chairman, sir. I rise to present the following 3 reports in English and Hindi of the Department-related Parliamentary Standing Committee on Home Affairs. Number 1, 246th report on Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita 2023. Second, 247th report on Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita 2023 and 248th report on the Bharatiya Saksh Bill 2023. The reports were presented to the Honorable Chairman Rajya Sabha on 10th number 2023 when the House was not in session and forwarded to the Honorable Speaker Lok Sabha on the same day. Orders for the publication and circulation of the report were given by Honorable Chairman Rajya Sabha. Thank you, sir.
Announcement. Honorable members, notices under Rule 267 received from Dr. John Britas, Sri P. Wilson, Sri Santosh Kumar P. and Sri Binoy Vishwam do not merit any admittance. Announcement 2. I have to inform honorable members that the panel of vice chairpersons has been reconstituted with effect from 4 December 2023 with the following honorable members: Shrimati Phulo Devi Netam, Shrimati S. Fognan Konyak, Shrimati Darshana Singh, Dr. Sonal Man Singh, Dr. Sasmit Patra, Sri V. Vijay Sai Reddy, Sri Sukhendu Sekhar Rai, and Sri Kartikesh Sharma. Announcement 3. I have to inform honorable members that a letter has been received from Dr. D. Virender Hegde, member, stating that he is unable to attend the sittings of the current 262nd session of Rajya Sabha from 4th to 18 December 2023 due to his prior committed engagements. Does he have the permission of the House for remaining absent from 4th to 18 December 2023 during the current 262nd session of the Rajya Sabha? Permission to remain absent is granted. Honorable members, announcement number 4. Based on the recommendations of the Business Advisory Committee, a procedure is in place that members who wish to speak in a debate should give their names to the table office not later than 30 minutes prior to the commencement of a debate with the approval of their party leader or whip. The procedure is also brought to the notice of the honorable members through issuance of a para in the Parliamentary Bulletin Part 2 before the commencement of every session. However, honorable members, It has been observed that during the course of debates, requests are received from the members from various parties to participate in such debates, and at times without the approval of their party leader or whip. This practice causes difficulty in regulating the speaking time of parties as well as individual members. Honorable members are accordingly requested to kindly adhere to the stipulated procedure and send their names for participation in a debate at least 30 minutes prior to its commencement through their party leader or whip. Matters raised with permission. Shri Dhananjay Bhimrao Mahadik.
धन्यवाद उपसभापति जी। आपने मुझे महाराष्ट्र में 16 जिलों में ओलावृष्टि और बेमौसम बरसात से फसलों के नुकसान के संदर्भ में बोलने का अवसर दिया। उपसभापति जी, महाराष्ट्र में प्रारंभिक नुकसान अनुमान के मुताबिक हाल की बेमौसम बारिश और ओलावृष्टि के कारण राज्य भर में फसल की क्षति 1.3 लाख हेक्टेयर तक पहुंच गई है। महाराष्ट्र में बेमौसम बारिश और ओलावृष्टि ने 3,93,325 हेक्टेयर भूमि पर फसलों को नुकसान पहुंचाया है, जिससे उत्तरी महाराष्ट्र, मराठवाड़ा और विदर्भ, इनमें से ठाणे, पालघर, रत्नागिरी, सिंधुदुर्ग, नासिक, धुळे, नंदुरबार, जळगाव, अहमदनगर, पुणे, सातारा, छत्रपति संभाजीनगर, जालना, बीड, हिंगोली, परभणी, नांदेड़, बुल्ढाना, अकोला, वासिम, यवतमाल और गढ़चिरौली के करीबन 96 तालुकाओं में बहुत बड़े पैमाने पे फसलों की हानि हुई है। प्रभावित फसलों में अंगूर, धान, केला, प्याज, सोयाबीन, कपास और गन्ना शामिल है। मैं महाराष्ट्र की सरकार की ओर से केंद्र सरकार से अनुरोध करता हूं कि जल्द से जल्द जो प्रस्ताव महाराष्ट्र सरकार की तरफ से आएगा, 33% से अधिक क्षति पर जो मुआवजा तय किया गया है, उन किसानों को, क्षतिग्रस्त किसानों को जल्द से जल्द मदद की जाए। धन्यवाद सर।
श्री जगेश।
Thank you, sir. I'll speak in my language. ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಡೆಸ್ಕ್ ಉದ್ಯೋಗಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಸ್ಥಳೀಯ ಭಾಷೆ ಮಾತನಾಡುವ ಸಿಬ್ಬಂದಿ ನೇಮಕಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಡಿಕೆ. ಶ್ರೀ ನರೇಂದ್ರ ಮೋದಿಜಿಯವರು ಸಮರ್ಥ ನಾಯಕತ್ವದ ತಮ್ಮ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಪ್ರಾದೇಶಿಕ ಭಾಷೆಗಳನ್ನು ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹಿಸುತ್ತದೆ ಮತ್ತು ಅವುಗಳ ಒಟ್ಟಾರೆ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆಗೆ ಬದ್ಧವಾಗಿದೆ ಮತ್ತು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಭಾಷೆಗಳನ್ನು ಕಲಿಯಲು ಜನರಿಗೆ ಸಲಹೆ ನೀಡುತ್ತದೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಗೌರವಾನ್ವಿತ ಹಣಕಾಸು ಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ಡೆಸ್ಕ್ ಕೆಲಸಗಳಿಗೆ ಸ್ಥಳೀಯ ಭಾಷೆ ಮಾತನಾಡುವ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಸಿಬ್ಬಂದಿಯನ್ನು ನೇಮಿಸುವಂತೆ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕುಗಳಿಗೆ ಸೂಚಿಸುತ್ತಿರುವ ನಿರಂತರ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನವನ್ನು ನಾನು ಪ್ರಶಂಸಿಸುತ್ತೇನೆ. ಈ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನಗಳ ಹೊರತಾಗಿಯೂ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕುಗಳು, ಸಾರ್ವಜನಿಕ ವಲಯದ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳು ಮತ್ತು MNCಗಳು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಥಳೀಯ ಭಾಷೆ ಮಾತನಾಡದ ಜನರನ್ನು ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ಡೆಸ್ಕ್ ಉದ್ಯೋಗಿಗಳಿಗೆ ನೇಮಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವುದು ಮುಂದುವರಿಸಿದೆ. ಸ್ಥಳೀಯ ಜನರ ಮುಂಭಾಗದ ಮೇಜಿನ ಸಿಬ್ಬಂದಿಯೊಂದಿಗೆ ಸಂವಹನ ನಡೆಸುವುದು ತುಂಬ ಕಷ್ಟ ಮತ್ತು ಕೆಲವೊಮ್ಮೆ ಅವರು ತಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಥಳೀಯ ಭೂಮಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊರಗಿನವರು ಎಂದು ಭಾವಿಸುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಂತಹ ಸಣ್ಣ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳು ಕೆಲವೊಮ್ಮೆ ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳ ನಡುವೆ ಭಿನ್ನಾಭಿಪ್ರಾಯಗಳನ್ನು ಉಂಟು ಮಾಡುತ್ತವೆ ಮತ್ತು ವೈವಿಧ್ಯತೆಯ ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮ ವಿಷಯಗಳಿಗೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಈ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಜಾಗರೂಕರಾಗಬೇಕು. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ವಿವಿಧತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏಕತೆ ಎಂಬ ಮನೋಭಾವ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಗೌರವಿಸಬೇಕು. ಬೇರೆ ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳ ಜನರನ್ನು ನೇಮಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳಲು ನಾವು ಈ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳನ್ನು ವಿರೋಧಿಸುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವರು ಹಾಗೆ ಮಾಡಲು ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರರು. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಜನರು ಬಹಳ ವಿಶಾಲ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನವರು ಮತ್ತು ಇತರ ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳ ಎಲ್ಲ ಜನರನ್ನು ಹೃದಯದಿಂದ ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸುತ್ತಾರೆ ಮತ್ತು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಅವರು ತಮ್ಮ ಕುಟುಂಬದವರಂತೆ ನೋಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಕನ್ನಡಿಗರು ತಮ್ಮ ಭಾಷೆಯನ್ನು ಎಂದಿಗೂ ಹೊರಗಿನವರ ಮೇಲೆ ಬಲವಂತಪಡಿಸುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಬದಲಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಅವರ ಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತನಾಡಲು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನಿಸುತ್ತೇವೆ. ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬ ಕನ್ನಡಿಗ ಕನಿಷ್ಠ 5 ಭಾಷೆಗಳು ತಿಳಿದಿರುವುದು. ಇದೇ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೆ ಕನ್ನಡವನ್ನು ಹೊರತುಪಡಿಸಿ ನಾವು ತಮಿಳು, ತೆಲುಗು, ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷು ಮತ್ತು ಹಿಂದಿ ಮಾತನಾಡುತ್ತೇವೆ. ಭಾಷೆಗಳನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೇರಲು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನಿಸಬಾರದು ಎಂಬುದನ್ನು ಈ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳಿಂದ ನಾವು ನಿರೀಕ್ಷಿಸುತ್ತೇವೆ. ಇದು ಕೇವಲ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ವಿಚಾರವಲ್ಲ, ಪ್ರತಿ ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳಲ್ಲೂ ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ಡೆಸ್ಕ್ ಉದ್ಯೋಗಗಳ ಸ್ಥಳೀಯ ಭಾಷೆ ತಿಳಿದಿರುವ ಜನರನ್ನು ಮೀಸಲಿಡಬೇಕು. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಈ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳು ವಿವಿಧ ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ಶಾಖೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಸರ್ಕಾರಗಳ ನಿಯಂತ್ರಣವನ್ನು ಹೊರತುಪಡಿಸಿ ಈ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳು ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ಡೆಸ್ಕ್ ಉದ್ಯೋಗಗಳ ಸ್ಥಳೀಯ ಭಾಷೆ ಮಾತನಾಡುವ ಸಿಬ್ಬಂದಿಗಳನ್ನು ನೇಮಿಸಬೇಕು. ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
धन्यवाद श्री जगेश जी. माननीय डॉक्टर फौजिया खान.
Deputy Chairman, sir. Sir, the steep increase in screen time in early childhood years has become a growing concern in India. The advantage that technology has in education, entertainment, and communication cannot be denied, sir. But it has been observed that very young children who are still in their early childhood years are spending more hours in front of screens than required. This has been found to have a negative impact on their various aspects of their personalities, their vision, their cognitive, their intellectual, emotional, social, and also physical development, sir. Most children are addicted to screens, with mobile phones playing the roles of babysitters in families. Sir, excessive screen time beyond approximately 1 hour daily links to behavioral problems and poorer vocabulary acquisition. The surge in screen-based technology usage among very young children has raised concerns about its impact on mental health and overall well-being. A study reveals a connection between increased screen exposure from 6 to 18 months of age and adverse outcomes including heightened emotional reactivity, aggression, externalizing behavior. Such addiction may also lead to attention deficit hyperactivity, which is called ADHD, sir, and low academic output. Additionally, findings suggest that elevated screen time at 4 years of age is linked to lower levels of emotional understanding at 6 years of age. These observations underscore the need for a balanced approach to technology use to safeguard the mental health of young children, sir. To address these concerns, a comprehensive strategy should be implemented. The development of a policy framework should prioritize setting permissible limits for screen time during educational activities as well. Parents need support in understanding the consequences and in managing the children's screen exposure, and this can be achieved through educational programs and resources that guide them on effective supervision. Additionally, sir, one more important point, workplaces should consider policies that enable parents to balance workloads and allocate dedicated time for their children, fostering a healthier balance between technology use and quality time in the family. Sir, this dual approach, combining educational reforms and supportive parental policies, aims to create a more conducive environment for the holistic development of children while acknowledging the role of technology in education. The greatest risk, sir, is that this increases the risk of online predators exploiting small children through child pornography and the like, sir. The government must therefore pay attention to this critical issue.
Thank you, Fauziya ji. Very important issue. Mani Sri Sandosh Kumar P.
Thank you, Deputy Chairman, sir. I take this opportunity to demand the immediate release of rupees 5,352 crores centrate to the state of Kerala. It's the genuine share of the people of Kerala, and it is not anybody's generosity. And this amount includes 790 crores of rupees in the form of UGC pay revision, another 700 crores rupees for paddy procurement, and for healthcare it is 220 crores. So altogether it is 5,350 crores. and the state of Kerala properly submitted all the documents and made certain changes which were suggested by the central government. But even now, this huge amount is due to the state of Kerala. So I take this opportunity once again to demand the immediate release of the same. Moreover, sir, I would like to add one important thing, that the existing center-state financial relations must be redefined. According to the 15th Finance Commission, as it is rightly observed, states account for more than 62% of the total national expenditure. And these states are playing a major role in achieving the sustainable development goals. But whereas their income share is just 37%. This is a huge, glaring disparity, and this must be addressed within no time. And after the implementation of GST, states are also suffering with shortage of finance. So there is an immediate demand of revisiting, restructuring, or redefining our center-state financial relations. Otherwise, we cannot achieve the sustainable development goals. And I request the union government, I demand the union government to take note of this. And let me add one more thing. Kerala as a state is the worst sufferer. 15th Finance Commission provided for just 1.9% of the central taxes for Kerala, whereas at the time of 10th Finance Commission, it was 3.9% of the central taxes. So please note all these points and please redefine this center-state financial relations. Thank you.
Thank you, Manisi Santosh Kumar P. Please. Those who wants to associate, kindly send your names here. Mani Shri Sakti Singh Gohil ji.
मैं एक गुजरात के मछुआरों का इश्यू आपकी इजाज़त से उठाना चाहता हूँ। हमारा गुजरात का दरिया किनारा पाकिस्तान से सटा हुआ है। आज भी 156 मछुआरे पाकिस्तान की कैद में है। सर, पाकिस्तान का कानून कहता है कि अगर आपने गलती से बॉर्डर क्रॉस की है तो मैक्सिमम इम्प्रिजनमेंट इज़ फॉर 3 इयर्स, 3 साल से ज़्यादा कैद में नहीं रख सकते हैं। पर 3 साल बीत जाने के बाद भी वो वहीं पे कैद में है। पाकिस्तान मरीन हमारी सरहद से हमारे मछुआरों को उठा के ले जाती है और जब फिशिंग बोट्स वहाँ रहती है उसके अंदर से सारे पुर्जे उठा लेते हैं, चुरा के ले जाते हैं। तो अगर वो फिशिंग बोट वापस भी आती है तो हमारे मछुआरों के किसी काम की नहीं रहती है। इसी को चलते हमने कुछ चीज़ें मांग थी उनकी, मनमोहन सिंह जी की सरकार थी, हम मिले और 3-4 चीज़ें की थी। मैं आपके ज़रिए सरकार से अनुरोध करना चाहता हूं कि उसको पुनः शुरू किया जाए। एक हमने शुरू करवाया था कि यहाँ मछुआरा का फैमिली अगर डाक भेजेगा, खत लिखेगा तो उसे कैद में मिलेगा और कैद से मछुआरा जो पाकिस्तान की कैद में है वो अपने फैमिली को खत लिख सकता था। वो शुरू हुआ था, इस सरकार की रेजिम में वो बंद हो गया है। एक परिवार का बंदा किसी दुश्मन देश की कैद में है और उसके हालचाल भी परिवार नहीं जान सके, आप उनकी मानसिकता समझ सकते हो। तो वो शुरू होना चाहिए। दूसरा हमने करवाया था, उस सरकार ने उस वक्त किया था कि जो भी मछुआरा फिशिंग बोट वहाँ गया और फिशिंग बोट वहाँ रख ली है तो उसके लोन की जो किस्तियाँ उसको रोक दिया जाता था और उसको सब्सिडी फिशिंग बोट के लिए दी जाती थी। वो भी आज शुरू नहीं है। तीसरी हमारी मांग थी और वहाँ पे हुआ था पर राशि बहुत कम है कि जो भी कमाने वाला जो है वो तो चला गया कैद में और जनरली ये फिशिंग बोट में परिवार के जितने भी मेल मेंबर्स या कमाने वाले होते हैं वो साथ में होते हैं, वो चले जाते हैं, इधर सिर्फ बच्चे और महिलाएं बचती हैं। तो उनको कुछ सब्सिडीज मिलनी चाहिए। उस वक्त की सरकार ने एक बहुत बड़ी राशि ट्रैकिंग सिस्टम के लिए दी थी कि जीपीएस दिया कि जिसे मछुआरे को भी पता चले कि मैं अगर बॉर्डर क्रॉस कर रहा हूं तो वो वापस रहेगा। ये इम्प्लीमेंटिंग एजेंसी गुजरात गवर्नमेंट थी। C&AG ने कहा कि भारत सरकार ने जो पैसे फिशरमैन की सेफ्टी के लिए दिए जीपीएस सिस्टम के लिए, उसमें बहुत बड़ा भ्रष्टाचार हुआ है और इसी वजह से जीपीएस का सिस्टम चल ही नहीं रहा है। मैं सरकार से अनुरोध करता हूं, भारत सरकार की ये राशि थी, C&AG ने कह दिया है तो हम तो मानते हैं कि बहुत सीरियस चीज़ है, तो इसकी जांच भी होनी चाहिए CBI के जरिए। थैंक यू सर।
माननीय श्री अनिल प्रसाद हेगड़े जी।
Thank you, Chairman. Thank you, Deputy Chairman, for giving me the time to speak on an important issue of farmers who are custodians of traditional seed varieties. So, India had rich agrodiversity. Scientist Dr. Richarya had documented thousands of valuable paddy varieties which were evolved and selected by our ancestral farmers. Though Green Revolution paradigm eroded this rich agrodiversity wealth, our farmers continue to conserve some of them in their farms. Despite great logistical hardships and financial hardships, these farmers are conserving thousands of varieties of different crops. Some have been recognized with the Genome Savior Award, which is a welcome recognition for their contribution. We also need to remember the role of women farmers. So, government needs to identify and support such, train them for maintaining genetic purity of seeds, characterization and cataloging under a scheme providing infrastructure facilities and stipends. Surely, government will agree with me, sir, that desi seed varieties and the farmers who conserve them need support so that it can then become the basis for spread of organic and natural farming. Sir, while George Fernandez, who led an aggressive campaign against the signing of GATT and WTO treaty, who was an inspiration for me, I am proud that in 2009, when the regulator GEAC approved BT brinjal, it was again my party leader Nitish Kumar who opposed this. And the then Environment Minister, Mr. Jairam Ramesh, in 2010, ordered a moratorium on GM crops, which continued till the present government approved GM mustard last year, sir. In seed saving, natural and organic farming, I got trained by people like Dr. Debal Dev, who have conserved 1,400 paddy varieties, and Subhas Palekar, who makes Jivamrita out of desi cow dung, and the millet man of India, Dr. Khadar Wali, all of whom advocate desi seeds, sir. Two of them are recipients of Padma Awards by the present government. Each of them believe that there cannot be organic or natural farming without desi seeds. Definitely not GM crops. Thank you.
Thank you, माननीय हेगड़े जी। माननीय श्रीमती संगीता यादव।
माननीय उपसभापति जी, आपने एसिड अटैक पीड़ितों की दुर्दशा के संबंध में मुझे बोलने का अवसर दिया, इसके लिए मैं आपको धन्यवाद देती हूँ। युवा लड़कियों और महिलाओं पर एसिड हमला समकालीन भारतीय समाज की एक बहुत ही गंभीर चिंता का विषय है। यह एक ऐसा विषय है जो महिलाओं के दर्द से पीड़ित है और मेरे लिए बहुत ही मायने रखता है। राष्ट्रीय अपराध रिकॉर्ड ब्यूरो के अनुसार भारत में पिछले 5 वर्षों में 1500 एसिड हमले हुए हैं। इस जघन्य अपराध से बचे लोग शारीरिक, मानसिक, सामाजिक और आर्थिक कठिनाइयों से भी पीड़ित हैं। वे आजीवन भेदभाव, कलंक और समाज से अलगाव का भी सामना करते हैं। वे पर्याप्त चिकित्सा देखभाल, कानूनी सहायता तक पहुंचने के लिए भी संघर्ष कर रहे हैं। कई महिलाएं अपनी चोटों और अक्षमताओं के कारण काम करने और आजीविका कमाने में भी असमर्थ हो चुके हैं। मैं सरकार से एसिड हमलों को रोकने और अपराधियों को दंडित करने के लिए तत्काल और प्रभावी कदम उठाने और लड़कियों और महिलाओं को व्यापक समर्थन एवं सहायता प्रदान करने का आग्रह करती हूँ। मैं ये भी निवेदन करती हूँ कि सरकार को यह सुनिश्चित करना चाहिए कि पीड़ितों को पर्याप्त मुआवजा मिले, मुफ्त चिकित्सा उपलब्ध हो, उनको कानूनी सहायता भी उपलब्ध कराई जाए, उनको शिक्षा, कौशल विकास और रोजगार के पर्याप्त अवसर भी मिले, साथ ही उनको सामाजिक सुरक्षा भी मिले और सामाजिक बदलाव के लिए भी हम कुछ अलग से प्रयास करें। सरकार से मैं ये भी निवेदन करती हूँ कि तेजाब हमलों के मामले पर 226 विधि आयोग की रिपोर्ट और उच्चतम न्यायालय के दिशा निर्देशों को भी हमें तत्काल प्रभाव से लागू करना चाहिए। धन्यवाद।
धन्यवाद। माननीय श्री कनक मेदला रविंद्र कुमार जी।
అవకాశం ఇచ్చినందుకు ధన్యవాదములు సార్. మా సబ్జెక్టుకు సంబంధించినటువంటిది ఓటర్ ఎన్యూమరేషన్కు సంబంధించి జెన్యూన్గా పద్ధతి ప్రకారం ఎలక్షన్ కమిషన్ రూల్స్ను అనుసరించి ఓటర్ ఎన్యూమరేషన్ జరగవాలని చెప్పింది నా డిమాండు. దానిలో భాగంగా ఓటు హక్కు అనేటటువంటిది నిర్భయంగా వినియోగించుకున్నప్పుడే ప్రజాస్వామ్యం బలోపేతం అవుతుంది. ఓటు హక్కు పరిపాలనా విధానానికి ఆయుధం వంటిది. ప్రజాస్వామ్యానికి దిక్చూచి అయిన అలాంటి ఓటు హక్కును కొన్ని రాష్ట్రాల్లో ఎటువంటి నోటీసులు లేకుండా తొలగిస్తున్నారు. అధికారంలో ఉన్నటువంటి అధికార పక్షం వారు ఓటర్లు తొలగించడానికి రాష్ట్ర యంత్రాంగాన్ని ఉపయోగించుకుని అధికారాన్ని దుర్వినియోగం చేసేటటువంటి పరిస్థితి కనపడుతున్నది. అలాగే ఓటర్ల కోసం ప్యారలల్గా రాష్ట్రాల్లో కొన్ని చోట్ల ప్రాంతీయ సమాంతర వ్యవస్థను నిర్వహిస్తున్నారు. పంచాయతీరాజ్ బదులు పంచాయతీ సచివాలయాలని, మున్సిపాలిటీలో గృహ సారథులని అనేక మందిని ఇట్లాంటి వాళ్ళను నియమించి ఓటర్ ఎన్యూమరేషన్ కార్యక్రమంలో నిబంధనలకు విరుద్ధంగా ఓటర్లలో తొలగించు కార్యక్రమంలో భాగంగా చేస్తున్నారు. అది ముఖ్యంగా మా రాష్ట్రానికి సంబంధించి ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్లో ఎక్కువ జరుగుతున్నది. ఈ విషయంలో మాకు ఇంతకుముందు గతంలో ఎలక్షన్ కమిషన్కి మేము చాలా రిప్రజెంటేషన్స్ ఇచ్చి ఉన్నాము. అలాగే ఉదాహరణకు అనకాపల్లి పరిధిలో 70,000 ఓట్లు తీసివేశారు, నర్సీపట్నంలో 17,000 ఓట్లు తీశారు, మాడుగుల్లో 9,500 ఓట్లు తీసివేశారు. ఎన్నికల కమిషన్ లెక్క ప్రకారమే, రాష్ట్ర ఎన్నికల కమిషన్ లెక్క ప్రకారమే దాదాపు 10 లక్షల ఓట్లు గోల్మాల్ చేసేటటువంటి ప్రయత్నం జరిగింది. వాటిని సరిచేయలేదు ఈ రోజు వరకు. వాటిని సరిచేయమని చెప్పేసి సెంట్రల్ ఎలక్షన్ కమిషన్కి, చీఫ్ ఎలక్టరల్ ఆఫీసర్కి, అలాగే డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ ఎలక్షన్ ఆఫీసర్లకి కూడా రిప్రజెంటేషన్ ఇవ్వడం జరిగింది. అయినా కూడా ఎటువంటి చర్యలు తీసుకోలేదు. వాటిని తొలగించడం కోసం రాష్ట్రంలో ఉన్నటువంటి అధికార యంత్రాంగం ప్యారలల్ యంత్రాంగాన్ని ఉపయోగించి ఎలక్షన్ కమిషన్ నిబంధనలకు విరుద్ధంగా ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్లో ఓట్లు తొలగిస్తున్నటువంటి వైనాన్ని ఎన్నికల కమిషన్ దృష్టికి తీసుకువెళ్ళినప్పటికీ కూడా సరిదిద్దనందువల్ల మేము ఈ రోజున పార్లమెంట్లో ఇక్కడ లేవదీయవలసి వచ్చింది. ప్రజాస్వామ్య పరిరక్షణకు వజ్రాయుధమైన ఓటు హక్కును పౌరులకు లేకుండా ఎన్నికల్లో దొడ్డిదారిని గెలవాలనేటువంటి ప్రయత్నంతో జరుగుతున్నటువంటి చర్యను మేము తీవ్రంగా ఖండిస్తూ, మొత్తానికి ఎన్నికల కమిషన్ ఇప్పటికైనా దృష్టి పెట్టి మేము చెప్పిన అవకతవకలపైన వీటిపైన సరైనటువంటి చర్యలు తీసుకోవాలని, ఎలిజిబుల్ ఓటర్లను చేర్పించాలని ఫారం 7 బల్క్గా ఇస్తూ ఓటర్లను తొలగించడానికి అధికార పార్టీ వాళ్ళు తయారు చేస్తున్న సందర్భంలో వాటిని పరిశీలించి చేయాలని, తొలగించే ముందు ఓటర్కు నోటీసులు ఇవ్వాలని మేము ప్రత్యేకించి కోరుతున్నాము. దీనిపైన రాష్ట్ర అధికార యంత్రాంగం దుర్వినియోగం చేస్తుంది కనుక వేరే రాష్ట్రాలను అధికారులను నియమించి
थैंक यू। माननीय कनक मेदला रविंद्र कुमार जी, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट्स पे जो आपके कमेंट है एज पर रूल्स विल एग्जामिन वेदर इट विल गो और नॉट, प्लीज। माननीय श्री वी विजय साई रेड्डी।
Deputy Chairman, sir. Sir, the provisions for reservation were introduced in the Constitution of India to provide education and employment opportunities to the backward classes, that is BCs, so that they could be at par with others in the society, with other sections in the society. Sir, in fact, the Mandal Commission has recognized the BCs are historically marginalized and made recommendations to provide reservations for backward classes whose income is less than the mandated ceiling. Though the mandate other BCs whose income is higher than the mandated, the labeled mandated limit were excluded, and they are called as creamy layer and excluded from the reservation, sir. Sir, the creamy layer was introduced and it was first raised to 2.5 lakhs in 2004, revised to 4.5 lakhs in 2008, revised again to 6 lakhs in 2013, and last revision took place in 2017 at 8 lakhs per annum. Sir, the enhancement is done to adjust for the inflation once in 3 years. However, the existing limit for creamy layer has not been revised for the last 6 years. During this time, the inflation increased manifold. Applying 3-year formula, the revision of creamy layer limit is twice overdue till now, sir. The delay in revising the creamy layer limit has denied the reservations to many needy and deserving backward classes, that is BCs. There is an urgent need to revise the income criteria. The Ministry of Social Justice also recommended increase the limit from present 8 lakhs to 12 lakhs of rupees. Therefore, I strongly urge the Union government to revise the creamy layer limit and ensure that 3-year interval of revising the creamy layer limit is strictly adhered to. This will ensure the true social equality for all BCs in the country. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Vijay Sai Reddy ji. Mani Shri M. Muhammad Abdullah.
Thank you, Honorable Deputy Chairman, sir. This is my demand to reduce the beneficiary contribution of 10% while implementing Jal Jeevan Mission at villages with more than 50% of SC and or ST. Sir, the Jal Jeevan Mission, a program of this government and a crucial step towards achieving the United Nations Substantial Development Goal 6, which aims to ensure access to water and sanitation for all. Sir, what is the basic necessary for any lives? The good governance should ensure that all the citizens in India are getting access to sanitation. As per the government press release, 60% of the rural households, that is out of 20 crore, and 11.66 crore rural households are connected through functional household tap connection, and remaining 40%, that is approximately 9 crore households, yet to be connected, sir. Sir, the recent problem in this scheme is the revised beneficiary contribution. While launching this scheme, it is mentioned villages having more than 50% ST and ST population, where community contribution would be 5% of the capital cost. Recently, the ministry has increased the community contribution to 10% of the capital cost, and earlier it was 5% only. This has posed a difficulty in implementing the scheme now. Honorable Deputy Chairman, sir, SC/ST population in our country are the most marginalized and economically weaker section. Good governance should empathize their situation and devise the scheme and guideline in favor of the citizens. Increasing the beneficiary contribution for the villages with 50% or more SC and ST households had reduced the interest of the people to avail this scheme, and no wonder for this scheme implementation. Sir, I humbly request the Honorable Minister via this August House to take necessary steps to reduce the beneficiary contribution at these said villages down to 5% or nil. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mani M. Muhammad Abdullah ji. Mani Shri Balveer Singh ji, Sant Balveer Singh ji.
बहुत ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਉਪ ਸਭਾਪਤੀ ਜੀ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਮਾਂ ਦਿੱਤਾ। ਸੋ ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ पर्यावरण का पोल्यूशन, हवा का प्रदूषण जोड़ा सब तो मारू सिद्ध हो रहा, वो उत्ते असी संसद का ध्यान दिवाना चाहते हैं। सो गुरु नानक पातशाह ने अज तो 500 साल तो वध समा पहला जो उपदेश दिता सी, पवन गुरु पानी पिता माता धरत महत, दिवस रात दोए दाई दाया खिले सगल जगत। अज सारा विश्व ता एनवायरमेंट के पोल्यूशन तो पीड़ित आ, ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਭਾਰਤ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡਾ ਪੋਲਿਊਸ਼ਨ ਆ, ਜਿਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡਾ ਨੁਕਸਾਨ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਦੇਸ਼ ਵਾਸੀਆਂ ਦਾ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ। ਹਵਾ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰਦੂਸ਼ਣ ਕਾਰਨ ਹਰ ਸਾਲ 21,08,000 ਮੌਤਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਹਵਾ ਦੇ ਪੋਲਿਊਸ਼ਨ ਕਰਕੇ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀਆਂ, ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕਿ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡੀ ਗਿਣਤੀ ਆ। ਇਹ ਇਸ ਹਵਾ ਦੇ ਪੋਲਿਊਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਕਾਰਨ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਹੋ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਮੌਤਾਂ। ਇਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਜੇਕਰ ਹਵਾ ਦੀ जो गुणवत्ता की गल करिए तो दिल्ली दे विच सिर्फ साल दे विच ਇੱਕ ਦਿਨ ਹਵਾ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਨਾਗਰਿਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸ਼ੁੱਧ ਮਿਲੀ ਹੈ। ਬੰਬਈ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ 5 ਦਿਨ ਤੇ ਚੇਨਈ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ 15 ਦਿਨ ਸਾਫ਼ ਹਵਾ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਸਾਹ ਲੈਣ ਯੋਗ ਸੀ। ਬਾਕੀ ਸਾਰਾ ਪੋਲਿਊਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਸਾਰੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਮਾਰ ਚੱਲ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ। ਸੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਧਿਆਨ ਦਿਵਾਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਕਿ 2019 ਦੇ ਸਮੇਂ ਤੋਂ ਹੋਣ ਵਾਲੀਆਂ ਮੌਤਾਂ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰਦੂਸ਼ਣ ਕਾਰਨ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵਿਸ਼ਵ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ $37.8 ਬਿਲੀਅਨ ਦਾ ਨੁਕਸਾਨ ਹੋਇਆ, ਜਿਹੜੀ ਭਾਰਤ ਦੀ GDP ਦਾ 1.37% ਕੁੱਲ GDP ਦਾ ਹਿੱਸਾ ਹੈ। ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡਾ ਨੁਕਸਾਨ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ 에ਅਰ ਪੋਲਿਊਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ। ਇਹ ਹੈਰਾਨੀ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਇਹ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜਦੋਂ 에ਅਰ ਪੋਲਿਊਸ਼ਨ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਡਾ ਬਲੇਮ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਕਿਸਾਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਧਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਕਿ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਕਿਸਾਨ ਪਰਾਲੀ ਨੂੰ ਅੱਗ ਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ ਤਾਂ ਪੋਲਿਊਸ਼ਨ ਆ, ਜਦੋਂ ਕਿ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਪੋਲਿਊਸ਼ਨ ਦਾ ਲੈਵਲ ਥੱਲੇ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਤੇ ਦਿੱਲੀ ਦਾ ਪੋਲਿਊਸ਼ਨ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਹਾਈ ਲੈਵਲ ਤੇ ਹੁੰਦਾ। ਪਰ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕਿਸਾਨ ਆ ਆਪਣੀ ਪਰਾਲੀ ਨੂੰ ਅੱਗ ਨਹੀਂ ਲਾਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਹਰ ਕੋਈ ਪੋਲਿਊਸ਼ਨ ਤੋਂ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਗੁਰੂ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਦਾ ਭੈ ਮੰਨਦੇ ਆ ਸਾਰੇ। ਪਰ ਅਫਸੋਸ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਨੇ ਪਿਛਲੇ ਸਾਲ ਇੱਕ ਸੈਂਟਰ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਨੂੰ ਸੁਝਾਅ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਕਿ ਜੇਕਰ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਕਿਸਾਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਆਰਥਿਕ ਮਦਦ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਾਵੇ ਤੇ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਪਰਾਲੀ ਦੀ ਅੱਗ ਨੂੰ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਲੱਗ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਰੋਕਿਆ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ। ਦਿੱਲੀ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਤੇ 1500 ਰੁਪਈਆ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਸੈਂਟਰ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਦੇਵੇ ਕਿਸਾਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਮਦਦ की।
धन्यवाद धन्यवाद धन्यवाद। नथिंग इज गोइंग ऑन रिकॉर्ड। माननीय संत बलवीर जी 3 मिनट का ही है ये 0 आवर, तो 3 मिनट, इसलिए उससे अधिक आप बोलेंगे तो रिकॉर्ड पे नहीं जाएगा। प्लीज माननीय ऑनरेबल श्री P. विल्सन।
Sir, there is an attempt to thrust the Uniform Civil Code by the Union government on the people of this country. The Uniform Civil Code proposes a unified set of personal laws applicable to all religions, which would govern marriage, divorce, inheritance, and adoption. If the UCC is implemented, the current separate laws for Hindus, Muslims, Christians, Parsis, Zoroastrians, Sikhs would be replaced by a common law. The question is whether the Union government is thinking of obliterating customs of all religions and kill secularism. India is a remarkably diverse country, encompassing a wide range of religious, cultural, and linguistic variations. Within Hinduism, numerous subcultures exist, each distinguished by its individual identity, traditions, and customs. Imposing a single set of personal laws on all religions, subsects, and denominations could potentially erode their distinctiveness and rich diversity. Sir, the first casualty of UCC would be the Hindu tribes, especially from states like Assam, Nagaland, Mizoram, Meghalaya, Tripura, Manipur, Arunachal Pradesh, Goa, Karnataka, who have a unique customs and traditions, who are all protected by Article 371, A to H of Constitution, and the UCC would destroy these constitutional guarantees. The second casualty is freedom of religion, guaranteed by Article 25 of the Indian Constitution, not only for minorities, but also for the majority religion. Additionally, Article 29, which protects the rights of the minorities to preserve and protect their distinct culture, will erode the unique culture and traditions of minorities. Thirdly, UCC would affect the advantages given to the Hindu undivided family in property and taxation laws. Most religious treat marriages as a holy sacrament. UCC will reduce it to a civil transaction like property transaction and will destroy the sanctity of these sacraments. Tying a thali or mangalsutra or taking 7 steps around the fire or performing Sirdhartha self-respect marriages introduced by pair arranger Anna will be wiped out by UCC. Already the 21st Law Commission, after 2 years of consultation, recommended not to bring UCC. The Constituent Assembly itself assured while enacting Article 44 that unless there is a consensus by all citizens of this country, the Uniform Civil Code should not be implemented. I would like to urge the Honourable Prime Minister through this August House that instead of thrusting a Uniform Civil Code that wipes out customs, we should adopt a rights-based approach to bring in equal rights for women, children and disadvantaged groups by encouraging dialogues, understanding and bring in gradual reforms within communities through social engineering to weed out undesirable practices. It is through these means that we can strike a balance between individual rights, freedoms and communal harmony. I thank the Deputy Chairman for giving me this opportunity. Sir, you should listen to us than shouting, sir.
Thank you. Please, no. Manishri, Dr. V. Sivadasan. Dr. V. Sivadasan, please. Please, nothing is going on record. Sir, please.
Javadekar please.
Please. Manishri V. Sivadasan, please.
Respected Chair, the painful incident has occurred in Silky
You have to
area
speak for
tunnel.
2 minutes because Mr. Sri Ajay Pratap Singh, Honorable Employee Associate.
Sir, I am not here.
Please speak for 2 minutes because Honorable Sri Ajay Pratap Singh will associate for 1 minute on the same issue.
Sir, yes, there is time, sir. Sir, the Silky area tunnel incident, that is a very painful incident, sir. There, all security measures and the rule and norms are violated in that area. The company has violated, sir. Why this sad incident was happened? What was the inquiry report after the incident? Sir, this was not in the first time in that area. Earlier, 17 times it was reported. The workers already told that. So, the transparent inquiry, the fair inquiry is very necessary there. Sir, the entire world, in that day, 17 days, the 41 persons, 41 workers, they were in the tunnel. Sir, entire world was watched the incident. In that Silky area tunnel, the security violations, lot of violations are there, sir. There was no safety exist. Basically, the plan it was there, but really it was not there, sir. Then another thing, sir, the escape route was planned, but it was not it was not executed, sir. No trench gauges or safe tubes were not there, sir. Workers working in unprotected parts of the trench, so it should be ensured. The workers say that the fume pipes which were required per safety norms were not there, sir. This gross negligence of the part of the company, it should be ensured. Sir,
Please.
59
Honorable
seconds.
Ajay Pratap Singh will associate on the same issue.
Sir,
Honorable Ajay Pratap Singh, please, on the same issue for 1 minute. Please. आप लोग प्लीज, आपको मालूम है कि जो एसोसिएट करते हैं उन्हें 1 मिनट और जो मुख्य बोलने वाले होते हैं उन्हें 2 मिनट सेम इशू पर. दिस हैज बीन द प्रैक्टिस. प्लीज, यस, ऑन द सेम टाइम, सेम इशू, 3 मिनट्स प्लीज. आप बोलें.
माननीय उपसभापति महोदय, हमारे साथी पी शिवदासन जी ने जिस विषय का उल्लेख किया है उस विषय के संदर्भ में उनका अपना दृष्टिकोण हो सकता है, उनके अपने विचार हो सकते हैं, लेकिन मैं सदन को स्मरण कराना चाहता हूं कि जब हमारे प्रधानमंत्री आदरणीय श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने इस सदन में पहले दिन पहला कदम रखा था तो उन्होंने कहा था कि उनकी सरकार गरीबों को समर्पित सरकार होगी, और इस घटना ने यह दिखा दिया है कि माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जो कहते हैं उसको चरितार्थ करते हैं. माननीय प्रधानमंत्री महोदय को, माननीय उत्तराखंड के मुख्यमंत्री महोदय को, जनरल रिटायर्ड श्री वीके सिंह जी को और इस बचाव कार्य से जुड़े हुए सभी तकनीकविद, सभी सलाहकार, सभी रेड माइनर्स और सभी पक्षों को मैं बधाई देता हूं, धन्यवाद देता हूं कि उन्होंने बड़ी सूझबूझ के साथ इस बचाव कार्य को संपन्न कराया है और सारे 41 मजदूरों को सुरक्षित बाहर निकाला है.
प्लीज. ऑनरेबल श्री एडी सिंह, ऑनरेबल एडी सिंह, ऑनरेबल एडी सिंह, ऑनरेबल एडी सिंह, माननीय एब्सेंट, माननीय श्री अयोध्या रामी रेड्डी, माननीय श्री अयोध्या रामी, माननीय एडी सिंह, प्लीज. प्रियंका जी, प्लीज सिट. आपका नाम नहीं है लिस्ट में. इट्स नॉट एक्सेप्टेड. इट इज नॉट गोइंग ऑन रिकॉर्ड. नो. माननीय एडी सिंह, यू स्पीक. दैट विल गो ऑन रिकॉर्ड. आप बोले. बोले आप बोले
The National Green, the National,
प्लीज माननीय श्री एडी सिंह जी प्लीज स्पीक.
the National Green Tribunal in 2014 banned all diesel vehicles.
Please, nothing is going on record. Sri A.D. Singh ji, please.
The
Priyanka
National
ji,
Green
do not
Tribunal
obstruct.
2004 banned
Please,
all diesel
your name
vehicles
is not here. Please.
older than 10 years and petrol ones older than 15 years. The ministry has also issued a notification in 2023 for deregistration and scrapping all vehicles owned by the central and state government that do not comply with NGT order. Delhi government has issued orders for deregistration and scrapping vessels. Further, we know that older vessels are at risk to road safety, consumes more fuel and pollute the environment. To tackle the problem, the government has come out with a vehicle scrapping policy. Under this scheme, the persons opting for scrapping their vessels get incentive in the form of reduced registration fee and road taxes besides the incentives from the auto industry. As per government estimate, at present there are more than 1 crore vehicles that are required to be deregistered and scrapped across the country, for which government has approved 70 registered vehicle scrapping facility, out of which 38 are operational. However, the situation on the ground level, particularly in NCR, is totally different. There are lakhs of vehicles, including government vehicles flying, which has reached the 10 years diesel and 15 years 10 years petrol and 15 years diesel mark, adding to the cause of pollution. The whole purpose of NGT order and the government efforts are defeated by this omission on the part of the concerned department to take action. It is high time that all end-of-life vehicles should be deregistered and scrapped. Thank you.
Thank you. Please. Manya Priyanka ji, your issue is a state subject. It has been not allowed. Please, it's not going on record. Please. Manya Shri Ajodhya Rami Reddy, not present. Shri Niranjan Vishi, Honorable Shri Niranjan Vishi, not present. Honorable Shri Vaiko, yes, you have given your issue. It's on concern for frequent attacks and arrest of fishermen by Sri Lanka Navy. You have given a subject for... Please. Sri Vaiko, please. You do not want to speak? So, Honorable Sri Alaram Karim ji, your issue is there. Mani Sri Alaram Karim, need to increase share of central government in various important government schemes like PMAY, etc. Please.
Sir, Mr. Chairman, sir.
I have submitted
Please,
an important
continue.
issue related with the financial position of Kerala. My colleague Santosh presented here that matter. With the development activities and other things, Kerala is facing acute shortage of finance. Sir, we request the Government of India to revisit the Financial Commission's definitions and the principle of fund allocations. Now, our borrowing limit is drastically reduced. And some public sector companies, those who have taken loan for their purpose, it is also calculated as state borrowing. Sir, that is a unfair practice. So far, such attitude was not taken against any state. Government of India's public sector, certain departments, particularly National Highway Authority, has taken huge loan. It is not calculated as the loan of Government of India. So these principles are to be revisited. And also the amount spent by the state towards land acquisition for National Highway, that is also taken by, borrowed by the KIFBI, a company constituted by the company. It is also calculated as a state borrowing. That is to be exempted from that calculation. And the decision...
Question hour now. Question hour. Honorable members, the bill multimedia devices, MMDs, may not display the list of questions due to some technical glitch. Though it will be resolved very soon, the mics of honorable members may be switched off for a moment to reboot the system. Honorable members may kindly bear with the inconvenience. So now question hour. ठीक
Those of the members who have an impression about it, I would be happy to receive them in my chamber and discuss the matter today itself. Question number 1, Shri Kartikeya Sharma. Please. Question number 1. Shri Kartikeya Sharma.
Honorable Chairman, sir, through you, I'd like to ask the Honorable question number 1, please.
Honorable Minister. Honorable Member Shri Kartikeya Sharma, Supplementary 1.
Thank you, Chairman, sir. So I'd like to ask the Honorable Minister if the Ministry is considering to take any steps to safeguard the rights and the interests of the passengers of airlines, just like the rights of airlines and airline crews are defined. As there have been many instances that have come to light where passengers are mistreated, and especially older people and people who are first-time flyers coming from rural areas. So in the name of safety and procedure, if the government and the ministry is planning...
Be pointed. Honorable Minister.
अध्यक्ष महोदय, ये एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण प्रश्न है उड़ान योजना पर, और आपके द्वारा मैं सदन को ये भी सूचित करना चाहता हूँ कि ये एक महत्वाकांक्षी योजना प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी की है कि आखिरी शहर तक हम नागर विमानन क्षेत्र को हम जोड़ पाएँ। और पूरे देश में बहुत विस्तार हुआ है, 517 रूट्स वर्तमान में प्रचलित हैं, और इस उड़ान योजना की एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका उड़ान का सफ़र मध्य प्रदेश, राजस्थान और छत्तीसगढ़ में कल के दिवस में भी हो पाया है। और इस सफ़र को हम प्रधानमंत्री जी के नेतृत्व में आगे भी ले जाएंगे, दूसरे राज्यों में इसका विश्वास भी हम सदन को देना चाहते हैं। जहाँ तक प्रश्न कार्तिकेय जी ने आज इस सदन में पूछा है, मैं उनको विश्वास दिलाना चाहता हूँ नागर विमानन मंत्रालय से कि सेफ्टी और सिक्योरिटी हमारे मंत्रालय की प्राथमिकता है। सिक्योरिटी के लिए हमारी संस्था बीकैस, ब्यूरो सिविल एविएशन सिक्योरिटी, अपनी तगड़ी निगरानी सारे एयरपोर्ट्स पे रखती है, और सेफ्टी के लिए डीजीसीए जो हमारी संस्था है, हर एक एयरलाइन और हर एक एयरपोर्ट के लिए कार जो सिविल एविएशन रूल होते हैं उसे इशू करती है, ताकि हमारे यात्रियों की सुरक्षा, उनकी सेफ्टी और उनकी सुगमता का पूर्ण ध्यान रखा जाए। जो मुद्दा उन्हें उठाया है, कोई भी मिसट्रीटमेंट किसी भी पैसेंजर के साथ होगा जिसकी सूचना मंत्रालय को मिलती है, फौरन उस एयरलाइन या उस एयरपोर्ट दोनों को सूचित किया जाता है, जवाब लिया जाता है, और जहां कोई भी एयरलाइन या एयरपोर्ट दोषी पाया जाए, पेनल्टी मंत्रालय के द्वारा पूर्ण रूप से फिक्स की जाती है।
Second supplementary, Shri Kartikeya Sharma.
Thank you, Chairman, sir. Through you, I would like to ask the Honorable Minister whether the Ministry has considered opening of or increasing the number of pilot training institutes in the country given the increase in demand in the aviation sector.
Honorable Minister.
सर, ये बहुत महत्वपूर्ण प्रश्न कार्तिकेय जी ने उठाया है। हमारा नागर विमानन क्षेत्र की विस्तारता आने वाले दिनों में बहुत बढ़ने वाली है। प्रधानमंत्री जी के नेतृत्व में जिस देश में 65 वर्षों में केवल 74 एयरपोर्ट थे, आज 149 एयरपोर्ट, हेलीपोर्ट और वाटरड्रोम प्रचलित हो पा रहे हैं। हमने इस संख्या को दुगना से ज़्यादा कर दिया है 9.5 वर्षों में, और हमारी प्राथमिकता है कि इसे हम आगे जाके बढ़ाएं। हमारे एयरलाइंस की भी पूर्ण क्षमता आगे बढ़ने वाली है। एयर इंडिया ने 470 प्लेन की ऑर्डर डाली है, इंडिगो ने 500 प्लेन्स की ऑर्डर डाली है, और आने वाले दिनों में इस क्षेत्र को एक बैकबोन आवागमन के क्षेत्र में पूरे देश का हम बनाने वाले हैं। ये विश्वास मैं सदन में आपके द्वारा मैं देना चाहता हूँ।
डॉक्टर फौजिया खान।
Sir, the Udan scheme has been designed to make air travel more accessible to common man. But there are problems in bidding process, and that is why we are not able to operate the way we should be in remote areas, sir. Nanded Airport is an airport which was constructed because the Sikh communities have a sacred place there. But Nanded Airport is not functional. I had written to the minister, and he very kindly replied to me saying that Nanded Airport would be available for bidding in the list of underserved airports. And if any airline submits a valid bid for the routes connecting Nanded, the same shall be considered as per the provisions of the scheme document. So I want to know what happened about the Nanded Airport flights, because that's the flight we
Honorable
take to
Minister.
come to Delhi.
अध्यक्ष महोदय, सांसद महोदय ने मेरे साथ पत्रचार इस विषय पर किया है, और हमारे सलाहकार समिति में भी ये विषय उठी है। प्रश्न यहाँ है कि एयरलाइंस ने भी नांदेड़ में प्रचलन शुरू कर दिया था। कुछ एयरलाइंस जो इकोनॉमिक रिटर्न नहीं हो पा रही थी, तो वहाँ थोड़े फ्लाइट्स कम हो गए थे, पर नांदेड़ को कनेक्टिविटी देना हमारी सरकार की प्राथमिकता है। वो इसलिए केवल नहीं क्योंकि नांदेड़ एक प्रमुख स्थान है महाराष्ट्र के अंदर, पर हमारे सिख समाज के लिए भी धार्मिक दृष्टिकोण से एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण स्थान नांदेड़ है। कठिनाई इस विषय में एयरलाइंस के तरफ से नहीं है अध्यक्ष महोदय, कठिनाई इस क्षेत्र में नांदेड़ एयरपोर्ट के साथ है। महाराष्ट्र सरकार ने इस एयरपोर्ट को एक प्राइवेट सेक्टर एंटिटी को दी है, क्योंकि ये एयरपोर्ट केंद्र सरकार की नहीं है, ये प्रदेश सरकार की है, और ये एयरपोर्ट प्राइवेट सेक्टर एंटिटी को दी है, जिस एंटिटी ने आज तक एयरपोर्ट्स अथॉरिटी ऑफ इंडिया के फ़ीस को भी रीएम्बर्स नहीं किया। जो ATCOs हमने वहाँ लगाई थी उनको भी हमें विड्रॉ करनी पड़ी, और जो उड़ान के 5.0 राउंड बिडिंग थी, नांदेड़ टू पुणे, हिंडन, बेंगलोर, नागपुर, हैदराबाद, गोवा और पटना और आदमपुर के रूट्स भी हमने अवॉर्ड किए। मैं प्रदेश सरकार के साथ पत्रचार और उनके साथ चर्चा भी कर रहा हूं, और हमारी यही सोच है कि वो एयरपोर्ट वापस अगर प्रदेश सरकार ले पाए, उसे प्रचलित कर पाए, तो फिर उस एयरपोर्ट्स पे हम लोग वो रूट्स की शुरुआत हम लोग कर पाएंगे। मैं निवेदन करूंगा आपके द्वारा हमारे सांसद महोदय को भी कि इस एफर्ट पे हमें भी मदद करें, और अगर ये एयरपोर्ट वापस लिया जाए और महाराष्ट्र सरकार अपने अधीन कर पाए और उसे ऑपरेट कर पाए, तो फिर ये रूट्स हम वहाँ प्रचलित कर पाएंगे।
सप्लीमेंट्री नंबर 4, श्री वी विजय साई रेड्डी। So close and so far.
Sir, according to the CAG report, under Udan scheme, only 54 routes or 7% of the awarded routes managed to sustain the operations beyond 3 years concession period. Sir, government explain what steps are being taken to resolve the problem in respect of the other routes unable to finish their concession period.
Honorable Minister.
Sir, Vijay Sai Reddy ji, as always, has raised a very erudite question, and I shall endeavor to try and satisfy him. In every situation, sir, you can always look at a glass half full or a glass half empty. Vijay Sai Reddy ji proposes to look at it from a half empty viewpoint. We in government look at it from a half full viewpoint. These were routes and airports that had been wiped off the civil aviation map. It is only due to the efforts of Prime Minister Narendra under Udan Yojana, 76 airports that were never on the civil aviation map of India in its history have today reappeared on those maps. It is only due to the efforts of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the government that today 1.30 lakh passengers have travelled through Udan Yojana who could never ever dream of travelling on a plane before. It is only because of his vision that today 2.75 lakh flights have operated in India due to the viability gap funding that has been proposed and given by the central government for this scheme in particular. And it is only because of his vision that the northeast that was looked at as always Purvottar, the furthest point of India, from the periphery has been brought into the mainstream. And 9 new airports have been constructed in the northeast of India, of which 6 have been possible only because of the Udan scheme. As far as his question is concerned, I'd like to correct his data. This scheme has been proposed as a VGF scheme for 3 years, where viability gap funding is given for 3 years for an airline. We hope that post that, the route sustains itself. If it doesn't, then we have to look for new routes to add on to these schemes. That's why we have a target of 1,000 routes over the period of the scheme. Today, 517 routes have been operational. His data is slightly dated because he relies on the CAG report. The current data, I'd like to correct him, is 78 routes are still continuing after 3 years. 40% of the routes are operational, 15% of those are continuing after 3 years, and it is our endeavor that as India grows, as people grow accustomed to air travel, this will only increase in the days to come. Our projection is that from 144 million travelers in 1920, by the year 2030, India will have 42 crore travelers by civil aviation in the days to come.
Sri Rajiv Shukla, fifth supplementary.
मंत्री जी ने उड़ान योजना के तहत तमाम कनेक्टिविटी तो बनवाई है, लेकिन मैं ये कहना चाहता हूँ कि कैंसिलेशन लास्ट मिनट पे जो होता है फ्लाइट्स का, उससे लोग बहुत परेशान हैं। एक, उनको लोड नहीं मिलता, इस वजह से जो एयरलाइंस है तुरंत लास्ट मिनट पे कैंसिलेशन कर देती है। दूसरे, अभी फॉग आ गया है और इसमें जो है कैंसिलेशन से बचने के लिए क्या क्या उपाय उठा रही है सरकार, अगर बताने की कृपा करें तो बहुत अच्छा रहेगा। जवाब विस्तार में देते हैं, उसके लिए धन्यवाद पहले से ही।
ऑनरेबल मिनिस्टर
जी ने उड़ान योजना के साथ नहीं, लेकिन समूचे नागर विमानन क्षेत्र के साथ प्रश्न उठाया है। जहाँ तक कैंसलेशंस का सवाल है, हम लोगों के पास एक निर्धारित प्रक्रिया है जिसके आधार पर अगर कैंसलेशन होती है 1-2 घंटे फ़्लाइट के पहले, तो एयरलाइन को पैसेंजर्स के लिए इमीडिएट कनेक्टिंग फ़्लाइट का प्रावधान करना पड़ता है। अगर 5-6 घंटे के लिए फ़्लाइट नहीं मिल पाती तो एयरलाइन की जिम्मेदारी होती है पैसेंजर्स को होटल का कमरा देना, उनका रिफ़ंड देना, उनको अगले फ़्लाइट पर लगाना। तो ये नियम कार के आधार पर, सिविल एविएशन रूल्स के आधार पर निर्धारित है मंत्रालय के द्वारा। अगर कहीं भी उल्लंघन होता है तो मंत्रालय पूर्ण सतर्कता के साथ उस एयरलाइन के विरुद्ध प्रक्रिया और कार्रवाई इमीडिएटली करती है। जहाँ तक फॉग का विषय है, बहुत महत्वपूर्ण विषय है राजीव जी का, जो इस प्रश्न के साथ कोई ताल्लुकात नहीं रखता, लेकिन फिर भी उनके प्रश्न का उत्तर देने की मैं कोशिश करूँगा। फॉग एक ऐसा माहौल है जिस पर कोई डायरेक्ट कोरिलेशन हम नहीं रख पाते किस दिन फॉग आएगा नहीं आएगा। इसलिए 2021 में जब मैंने मंत्रालय का प्रभार प्रधानमंत्री जी के द्वारा मुझे दिया गया था, जुलाई के माह में नवंबर के लिए फॉग रूटीन के लिए हमने एक नई प्रचलन शुरू की। उसके 3-4 भाग थे। पहले तो हमारे कैट 1, कैट 2 और कैट 3 ट्रेन पायलट्स की संख्या एयरलाइंस को में बढ़ोतरी होने के लिए हमने उनको सीधा प्रावधान बनाने को कहा। उसी के साथ जो कैट 2 और कैट 3 ट्रेन्ड एयरक्राफ्ट न हो, उदाहरण के तौर पर ATR और Q400 बॉम्बार्डियर के, उनको हमने नॉन फॉग आवर्स में चलाने का प्रावधान हमारे विंटर शेड्यूल में हमने पहले से बना के रखा है। विंटर स्केड्यूल करीब करीब अक्टूबर के अंत के माह में बनता है, वो प्रावधान हमने बना के रखा है। पूरा विंटर स्केड्यूल में हर एक एयरलाइन का स्केड्यूल भी उसी फॉग के आधार पर नियंत्रित किया जाता है। कैट 3 एयरपोर्ट्स, IFR एयरपोर्ट्स मतलब इंस्ट्रूमेंटल फ्लाइट रेटेड एयरपोर्ट्स को कैट 1 पर हम लोग ले जा रहे हैं। कैट 1 के एयरपोर्ट्स को कैट 2 तक ले जा रहे हैं। कैट 2 के एयरपोर्ट्स को कैट 3 तक ले जा रहे हैं। फॉग से प्रभावित हमारे देश में करीब 18 से 19 एयरपोर्ट्स ही हैं। उसमें उत्तर भारत के भी एयरपोर्ट्स हैं, जैसे लखनऊ है जहाँ से राजीव जी आते हैं, हमारे दिल्ली का एयरपोर्ट भी है, और इन एयरपोर्ट्स में भी प्रावधान कैट 3 का हमने कर दिया है। और इसी के तहत पिछले 20-21 वर्ष के विंटर स्केड्यूल में और 21-22 के विंटर स्केड्यूल में फॉग के ज़रिए कैंसिलेशंस 0.05% ही केवल हो पाए हैं और डिलेज 0.01% ही हो पाए हैं, क्योंकि वो स्केड्यूल ही हमने वैसे बनाने की कोशिश की है। कैट 3 ट्रेन पायलट्स की संख्या भी बहुत देश में बढ़ गई है, और कैट 2 और कैट 3 की भी, ताकि हर प्लेन का ऑपरेशन बोइंग 737, A319, A320, कैट 2-3 ट्रेन पायलट्स के आधार पे ही हो। थैंक यू सर।
क्वेश्चन नंबर।
पानी की क्वालिटी को जांचने के लेकर, मापने को लेकर के कोई व्यवस्थित व्यवस्था नहीं थी, लेकिन जल शक्ति अब जल जीवन मिशन प्रारंभ होने के बाद में देश भर में जिस तरह से माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के आशीर्वाद से एक तरफ जहां देश के सभी घरों तक पीने का स्वच्छ पानी पहुंचे, इस दिशा में काम प्रारंभ हुआ है। और जो काम प्रारंभ हुआ 2019 से लेकर के अब तक जो 16% घरों तक पीने का स्वच्छ पानी जाता था, आज मैं गर्व के साथ में कह सकता हूं कि आज देश के 71% घरों तक पीने का स्वच्छ पानी पहुंचने लगा है। और पीने का स्वच्छ पानी पहुंचने लगा है, इसके कारण से माताओं बहनों ने जो आशीर्वाद दिया है, उसका परिणाम कल देखा आपने कि प्रचंड बहुमत के साथ में 3 राज्यों में भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार बनी। लेकिन ये जो पीने के पानी की गुणवत्ता और आर्सेनिक के को लेकर के माननीय सदस्य ने प्रश्न किया है, देश भर में 2016 में 14,143 ऐसे हैबिटेशन थे। माननीय सदस्य सही हैं कि इंडो गैंगेटिक जोन में आर्सेनिक की समस्या है। 14,183 क्षेत्रों में हैबिटेशंस में इस तरह की चुनौती थी, जो 2017 तक बढ़ करके 18,258 हैबिटेशंस हो गए थे, क्योंकि ये डायनेमिक प्रॉपर्टी है, पानी की लेवल्स को लेकर के, विड्रॉल को लेकर के इस तरह के परिवर्तन आते हैं। लेकिन माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के जल जीवन मिशन प्रारंभ करने के बाद में जिस तरह का परिणाम आया है, उसके चलते हुए आज इनकी संख्या निरंतर घटी है। मैं गर्व के साथ में एक बात कह सकता हूं कि 2017 से जो हमने नेशनल वाटर क्वालिटी मिशन में जो प्रायोरिटी ऐसे अफेक्टेड हैबिटेशंस को देना प्रारंभ किया था, वहां से लेकर के जल जीवन मिशन तक आज देश में एक भी ऐसा हैबिटेशन नहीं है जहां पर व्यक्ति को सेफ पीने का पानी, आर्सेनिक मुक्त पीने का पानी उपलब्ध न हो। देश के जो है इन 18,258 हैबिटेशंस में से केवल 378 हैबिटेशन ऐसे बचे हैं, जिनमें से 319 पंजाब में है और 59 वेस्ट बंगाल में, जहां जो है कम्युनिटी वाटर ट्रीटमेंट प्लांट के माध्यम से पीने का स्वच्छ पानी मिले, ऐसी व्यवस्था की गई। लेकिन माननीय सदस्य ने जो प्रश्न पूछा है, मैं उसी के परिप्रेक्ष्य में कहना चाहता हूं कि जो व्यवस्था देश में नहीं थी माननीय सभापति महोदय, कि देश में पीने का पानी जो हमारे जीवन से, हमारे जीवन के, हमारे स्वास्थ्य से जुड़ा हुआ सबसे महत्वपूर्ण विषय है, उसको जांचने का कोई किसी तरह का जो है देश में व्यवस्था ही नहीं थी। आज देश में हम खुशी के साथ में कह सकते हैं कि 2111 लेबोरेटरीज देश भर में काम कर रही, जिसमें से 1300 से ज़्यादा लेबोरेटरीज NABL एक्रेडिटेड है। और माननीय चेयरमैन साहब, देश भर में 19-20 तक जहां केवल 50 लाख टेस्ट कुल मिलाकर के होते थे पीने का पानी की गुणवत्ता को जांचने का, ये जो व्यवस्था हमने की और देश भर में 23 लाख महिलाओं को ट्रेन करके जो फील्ड टेस्टिंग किट दिए, लेबोरेटरीज के इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर की गुणवत्ता के विषय पर समाधान हो सके। लेकिन माननीय सदस्य जिस प्रांत से आती हैं, मैं बहुत दुख के साथ में कहना चाहता हूं और माननीय सदस्य से कहूंगा कि अपने प्रांत में उस विषय पर बात करें। आज देश में, पूरे देश में केवल एकमात्र प्रदेश वेस्ट बंगाल बचा है जो आज भी 40% से नीचे जल जीवन मिशन पर है। उस पर गति बढ़ाने की नितांत रूप से आवश्यकता है, ये मैं आपके माध्यम से निवेदन करना चाहता हूं।
सेकंड सप्लीमेंट्री, श्रीमती मौसम नूर।
Sir, I would request the Honorable Minister to give a specific answer on what is the total financial investment made by the ministry in establishing community water purification as part of the arsenic mitigation efforts? Thank you.
Honorable Minister.
माननीय चेयरमैन साहब, हमने क्वालिटी को प्रायोरिटी देते हुए जहां क्वालिटी अफेक्टेड हैबिटेशंस हैं, जो जल जीवन मिशन का जो फंड एलोकेशन का जो हमने बेंचमार्क बनाया है, उसमें क्वालिटी अफेक्टेड एरियाज़ को 15% का प्रायोरिटी दिया है, क्योंकि देश भर में अलग अलग स्थानों पर अलग अलग तरह के क्वालिटी को लेकर के चैलेंजेस और इश्यूज़ हैं। राज्य सरकारें प्राथमिक रूप से ऊपर उपबंध करती हैं और कम्युनिटी वाटर ट्रीटमेंट प्लांट भी अलग अलग तरह के जो है प्रदूषण को लेकर के उसके मिटिगेशन के लिए अलग अलग तरह के उपबंध उसके लिए किए जाने की आवश्यकता होती है।
Honorable Minister, it's a very pointed question.
I know, I'm replying
so direct
pointedly.
Response.
She wished to understand about, she wished to know about the community water treatment water plant to mitigate the arsenic. मैं आप को विश्वास दिलाता हूँ कि इसकी सूचना राज्य सरकार से मंगवा करके हम जो है माननीय सभा सदस्य को शीघ्र भेज देंगे।
The Honorable Minister would get in touch with the Honorable Member to get all the details he wants. Supplementary, Dr. Fozia Khan.
I'm so surprised. Sir, according to the risk of antimicrobial resistance, this is a significant global concern today. This issue extends beyond medical overuse, encompassing factors like water contamination from the pharmaceutical industry. Water waste treatment plants are pivotal in addressing AMR, which is a big concern. They serve as reservoirs and sources of antibiotic-resistant bacteria and antibiotic-resistant genes. So recognizing various sources as potential routes for AMR spread, including recreational water, specifically in the rural areas, sir, in light of these challenges, what proposals or initiatives has the ministry put forth or intends to propose to prevent water seepage into this declining groundwater? Additionally, are there steps taken to monitor the levels of AMR in groundwater?
Honorable Minister.
चेयरमैन साहब, माननीय सदस्य ने अत्यंत महत्वपूर्ण प्रश्न किया और मैंने अपने पहले प्रश्न के जवाब में भी कहा है कि भारत में इस तरह का कोई प्रोटोकॉल और व्यवस्था ही पहले नहीं थी कि पीने के पानी की जांच की जा सके, और व्यवस्था न होने के चलते हुए सामान्यतया शहरी परिवेश में लोग अपने घर में इस तरह के वाटर ट्रीटमेंट प्लांट्स और आरओ वाटर ट्रीटमेंट प्लांट लगाने के लिए बाध्य थे। लेकिन क्योंकि इस तरह की व्यवस्था अब खड़ी की और पहली बार देश में सारे बेसिक पैरामीटर्स पर और सारे जो है सेकेंडरी पैरामीटर्स पर टेस्टिंग की व्यवस्था खड़ी हुई है, देश की सरकार इस पर अपनी दृष्टिकोण से निरंतर निगदृष्टि बनाए रखती है। लेकिन क्योंकि पीने का पानी और इसके इतर पानी जो है वो राज्य सरकारों का विषय है, तो प्राथमिक रूप से इस विषय पर काम करने की, इस विषय पर निगरानी रखने की जो है वो जिम्मेदारी राज्य सरकारों की है। लेकिन भारत सरकार माननीय नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में इस विषय पर राज्य सरकारों के सहयोग के लिए तत्परता के साथ में खड़ी है।
Well, I can appreciate monitoring of the Honorable Minister. His team came to me. I put them to a very strict test about my own village, my own house, and inquired, is there a null there? They could give details of my entire village. Question number 3, Shri Irana Kadadi. Honorable Minister, first supplementary.
धन्यवाद सभापति महोदय। मेरा मंत्री जी से प्रश्न है कि क्या सरकार भूजल स्तर और पानी के प्रदूषण के आकलन के लिए तकनीक का प्रयोग करके पूरे देश में तालुका स्तर पर भूजल सेंसर्स का एक नेटवर्क बनाने का क्या प्रावधान करेगी?
ऑनरेबल मिनिस्टर।
माननीय चेयरमैन साहब, नितांती गिरता हुआ भूजल का स्तर हमारे देश के लिए अत्यंत बड़ी चिंता का विषय था, क्योंकि भूगर्भ के जल पर निर्भरता दुनिया में सबसे ज़्यादा भारत की, और हमारी कुल मिलाकर के विड्रॉल जो है वो दुनिया में हम सर्वाधिक करते हैं। 25% दुनिया के विड्रॉल का अकेला हम भारत में करते हैं। हमारे पीछे खड़े हुए पंक्ति में अमेरिका और चाइना दोनों को अगर साथ जोड़ दें तो उनका भी 1.5 गुना पानी हम विड्रॉल करते थे, और उसके चलते हुए निरंतर भूगर्भ का जल हमारा जो है वो कम हो रहा था। लेकिन पिछले 10 वर्षों में जिस तरह से माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने आगे बढ़ कर के हर एक प्लेटफॉर्म पर इस पर से बात करना प्रारंभ किया। पंचायतों के सरपंचों को चिट्ठी लिखने से लेकर के जिस तरह से डिफरेंट इनिशिएटिव्स उनके लीडरशिप में लिए गए और उसके कारण से एक जल चेतना का व्याप जो हुआ है, उसके चलते हुए भारत सरकार के जल शक्ति अभियान, भारत सरकार के माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के नेतृत्व में लिए गए अमृत सरोवर अभियान और इसके अतिरिक्त राज्य सरकारों ने जिस तरह से अपने यहाँ, चाहे माननीय मुख्यमंत्री रहते हुए मोदी जी ने अपने यहाँ पे गुजरात में जो इनिशिएटिव्स लिए थे, चाहे महाराष्ट्र की सरकार ने जो जल युक्त शिविर प्रारंभ किए, राजस्थान में मुख्यमंत्री जल स्वावलंबन योजना प्रारंभ हुई, नीरू चेट्टू आंध्र प्रदेश में हुई, इस तरह की सारी योजनाओं के चलते हुए अब भूगर्भ का जल का स्तर जो है वो बढ़ने लगा है। मैं माननीय सभी सदस्यों के माध्यम से देश को बहुत प्रसन्नता के साथ में ये विषय सूचित करना चाहता हूँ। ये 2019 से पहले जब जल शक्ति मंत्रालय माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने इंटीग्रेटेड मिनिस्ट्री के रूप में बनाया, उससे पहले देश में कभी 3 साल में, कभी 2 साल में, कभी 5 साल में भूगर्भ के जल को मापने के लिए जो देश भर में नेटवर्क बना हुआ है, उस नेटवर्क के माध्यम से एक रिपोर्ट पब्लिश होती थी और 3-3, 4-4 साल बाद में जो रिपोर्ट पब्लिश होती थी वो इनसिग्निफिकेंट हो जाती थी, क्योंकि 3-4 साल में जो है उसके ऊपर कोई उसमें बहुत सारा और एडवर्स इम्पैक्ट हो जाता था। लेकिन पिछले वर्षों में पहले हमने 2 साल पर किया और पिछले साल से अब हम प्रतिवर्ष जो है ये रिपोर्ट प्रकाशित करने की क्षमता हमने डेवलप की है। और मैं इसके साथ ही अत्यंत प्रसन्नता के साथ में कहना चाहता हूं कि 2023 में 2020 के बाद में जो डाउनवर्ड्स हमारा हमेशा घटता हुआ भूगर्भ जल का आंकड़ा आता था, जो 6000 से ज़्यादा ब्लॉक्स में मॉनिटर करते थे, हर साल हमारे क्रिटिकल जो है ब्लॉक्स, सेमी क्रिटिकल और जो है ब्लॉक्स और ओवर एक्सप्लॉइटेड ब्लॉक्स की संख्या निरंतर बढ़ती जा रही थी। पिछले 4-5 साल के परिणाम हुए कि अब जो है पिछले साल में 2023 की तुलना में, अगर 22 की तुलना में अगर मैं बात करूं तो 2023 की रिपोर्ट जो हमने 3 दिन पहले पब्लिश की है, आज उसके चलते हुए सेफ जोन जो है सेमी क्रिटिकल से सेफ जोन ऐसे 127 जोन है। ओवर एक्सप्लॉइट से क्रिटिकल की तरफ आकर के पॉजिटिव ट्रेंड हुआ, ऐसे ओवर जो है 27 ब्लॉक्स हैं, सेमी क्रिटिकल से सेफ हुए 127 ब्लॉक हैं, ओवर एक्सप्लॉइटेड से सेफ हो गए ऐसा 1 ब्लॉक है, और ओवर एक्सप्लॉइटेड से सेमी क्रिटिकल हुए ऐसे 4 ब्लॉक्स हैं। इस तरह से 224 ब्लॉक्स में पॉजिटिव।
रामी रेड्डी।
Provide an assessment of the impact of artificial structures for groundwater recharge in Andhra Pradesh and share plans for scaling or modifying these efforts based on observed outcomes.
Honorable Minister.
माननीय सभापति महोदय, जैसा मैंने निवेदन किया कि क्योंकि ये प्रत्यक्ष रूप से राज्य सरकार का विषय है, इसलिए राज्य सरकार को ही इसमें इनिशिएटिव लेकर के अपने प्लान्स बना करके और अपने योजनाओं को धरातल पर उतारना है। भारत सरकार विभिन्न योजनाओं के माध्यम से उसके लिए जो है वो सहयोग करने के लिए विभिन्न योजनाओं के माध्यम से उस पर निवेश करने के लिए जैसी योजना का प्रारूप है उस पर हमेशा ही उसके लिए जो है वो आगे बढ़ करके काम करने के लिए आतुर है।
4th supplementary, Dr. Fozia Khan.
Sir, the government aims to double ethanol blending in petrol by 2025. However, challenges are recently being faced in the ethanol supply chain, including disruptions in the rice supply. This is impacting ethanol manufacture, and projections are a 3.3% fall in sugar production.
Honorable Member.
Sorry, sir.
You had given me supplementary for question number 3.
Okay, sir, I'm sorry.
No, it does happen sometimes.
I was not paying attention. Sir, India is the largest global user of groundwater, extracting 4.92 billion cubic meters annually, with 63% of Indian districts experiencing declining groundwater levels. This decline is directly correlated with higher poverty rates, estimated to be 9% to 10% higher in areas where groundwater tables fall below 8 meters. In light of this given situation, what specific measures has the ministry undertaken to identify regions at risk of low groundwater levels? And additionally, what initiatives has the ministry taken to raise awareness among farmers about the challenges associated with excessive groundwater use, considering the invisible nature of groundwater and the potential for unscientific extraction and over-exploitation?
Honorable Minister.
हालांकि मैंने अपने पहले प्रश्न के मूल प्रश्न के उत्तर में बहुत विस्तार के साथ में इस विषय पर उत्तर दिया था कि प्राथमिक रूप से ये राज्य सरकारों का दायित्व है, लेकिन उसके साथ साथ में मैंने भारत सरकार ने जो इनिशिएटिव्स ग्राउंड वाटर के रिचार्ज को लेकर के, ग्राउंड वाटर की बदलती हुई परिस्थितियों को लेकर के, मुझे लगता है माननीय सदस्य का उस समय उनके संज्ञान में नहीं था, उन्होंने ध्यान नहीं दिया, लेकिन मैं फिर निवेदन करना चाहता हूं कि
ध्यान नहीं दिया इज एक्सपंस्ड।
लेकिन माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने जिस तरह से 10 साल में जिस तरह से प्रारंभ से लेकर अब तक इस विषय को लेकर के जन चेतना का जागरण किया है, आज उसके चलते हुए निश्चित रूप से जो है उसका प्रभाव ग्राउंड वाटर पे रिचार्ज जिस तरह से बढ़ा है उस पर हुआ है। जैसा मैंने निवेदन किया था कि अटल भूजल योजना के माध्यम से हमने पहली बार देश में सप्लाई साइड से इतर हट करके जो है वो डिमांड साइड मैनेजमेंट पर काम करना प्रारंभ किया है, उसका प्रभाव भी अब ऐसे 7 प्रांत जहां चुनौती ज़्यादा बड़ी थी वहां दिखाई देने लगा है। मैं एक उदाहरण माननीय चेयरमैन साहब आपके माध्यम से देना चाहता हूं कि अगर जो है स्थानीय सरकार किसी शहर की तय करती है और वो अगर ग्राउंड वाटर रिलेटेड एक्टिविटीज़, रिचार्ज एक्टिविटीज़ पर काम करे, मेरे प्रदेश में डूंगरपुर एक शहर है जहां बहुत बड़ा तालाब आपके संज्ञान में आप जो है शहर के बीच में लेक होती थी जो सूख करके फुटबॉल का मैदान बन गई थी, क्योंकि पानी आज विज्ञान मानता है और 5000 साल पहले की भी हमारे जो है जो लेखों में, हमारी पुस्तकों में, हमारे पुराणों में लिखा गया है कि जमीन का पानी, सतह का पानी, जमीन के भीतर का पानी और नदियों का पानी सब आपस में कोरिलेटेड है। तो वहाँ पानी, क्योंकि जमीन का पानी विड्रॉल ज़्यादा हो रहा था इसलिए वहाँ की लेक सूख गई थी। वहाँ के स्थानीय नगर पालिका ने ये तय किया और तय करके हर एक घर की छत के ऊपर होने वाले रेन वाटर को डायरेक्टली ड्राइड अप हैंडपंप्स के साथ में जोड़ा, एक छोटा सा फिल्टर लगा करके, और जब उस पर काम करना प्रारंभ किया तो वहाँ का ग्राउंड वाटर रिचार्ज हुआ और ग्राउंड वाटर रिचार्ज हुआ, उसका परिणाम ये हुआ कि आज उस लेक में जो है बढ़िया नौकायन किया जा सकता है। इस तरह के इनिशिएटिव्स अगर सब राज्यों में, सभी शहरों में लिए जाएं तो उसके सकारात्मक परिणाम हो सकते हैं। लेकिन इसके साथ इसमें मैं एक कॉशन भी रखना चाहता हूं कि ग्राउंड वाटर रिचार्ज एक्टिविटीज़ के साथ में सेफ्टी को भी सब लोगों को ध्यान में रखने की आवश्यकता हो, ताकि सेफ ग्राउंड वाटर रिचार्ज हो। हम एक्विफर्स को इस जल्दबाजी में कहीं कंटामिनेट न करें, लेकिन निश्चित रूप से इस दिशा में अगर समन्वित प्रयास होते हैं तो हम एक बहुत बेहतर भविष्य इसमें देख सकते हैं।
क्वेश्चन नंबर 4, श्री पवित्र मार्गेरिटा। Honorable Minister.
Statement is laid on the table of the House.
Supplementary 1, Shri Pavitra Margeta.
Yes, sir. My first supplementary is that the state of Assam has been producing oil for the last century. And now my question is that how the people of Assam, the state of Assam, are getting benefit resulting from the oil production in the state of Assam along with the CSR activities in our state.
Honorable Minister.
Sir, I'm particularly pleased that the honourable member has asked this question about the history of oil exploration in the state of Assam and its current state. I'm happy, sir, because Assam is the state where all this began. In fact, sir, it was in the year 1886 that the first oil well was dug at a place called Digboy. And sir, the name Digboy is also very interesting because, as you will recall, sir, 1886, we were under the domination, governance of an alien dispensation, and it was the white master who was shouting, "Dig, boy." So from that Dig Boy came the Digboy oil wells, 1886, 1889. Sir, the first commercial scale oil well was produced and oil extracted. I think it was 20,000 gallons per day at Digboy, 1889, sir. And in 1901, the first refinery in Asia, not in India, but in Asia, came up in Digboy, sir. So I'm very happy, sir, because today we've come a long distance from there. Today, the state of Assam produces 4.2 million metric tons of crude oil,
which accounts for something like 14.38% of the total crude oil produced in the country. Equally, the state of Assam produces 3.6 BCM, billion cubic meters of natural gas, which accounts for 10.43% of the country's natural gas production. Sir, it is axiomatic that whenever oil is stuck in any state, both the state government, the state revenues, the people of the state benefit from it, and equally the country as a whole benefits from it. Oil and natural gas and other forms of energy which we are producing, biofuels, compressed biogas, soon green hydrogen, they will all contribute to our enhancing our energy mix and to save precious amounts of foreign exchange on account of importation. On the crude oil front, sir, we are, because the economy is booming, is growing. Last quarter, sir, 7.6%. Overall, everybody estimates we'll have a rate of growth of over 6.5%. We still import 85% of our crude oil and, sir, about 50% of our gas. The state of Assam, sir, in the year 2019 to 20 and 2022 to 23, the state government's revenues from the production of natural gas, and every state government gets revenues from energy production, it was 9,291.17 crores for the revenues which accrued from the production of crude oil, sir, and 851.28 crores respectively, sir, from natural gas. Sir, these are the revenues which came on account of the royalties that the state government got. But, sir, there are other attendant benefits which also accrue. For instance, there is economic activity, both direct, indirect employment creation. There are thousands of local people get jobs. Sir, and I've been Minister for Oil and Petroleum and Natural Gas only for 2.5 years or so. I can say that different states would like now to enter the energy ecosystem because there is revenue for the state, there is employment for the people, etc. Sir, I think the honourable member also asked about the CSR which accrues from this kind of activity. Sir, I'm going to check the overall figure, but I do remember that recently I was in Assam where I had the privilege of inaugurating a hospital which has been made by CSR funds, sir, Corporate Social Responsibility Funds, by ONGC. This is a hospital in Shivsagar, sir, and it cost 483 crores. Sir, the total amount of CSR activity which has come to the state of Assam from 2014 to 23 as a result of this is 1,600 crores, which has been spent by the oil and gas PSUs on CSR activity. And one hospital alone, which has CT scan, MRI, modular OT facilities, 483 crores. So, but the beauty of it is, this is a hospital situated somewhere, and it will cover a vast catchment area. Large number of other adjoining districts will also benefit from it. So the answer, sir, which I now have, the figure is 1,600 crores for the period between 2014 and 23.
We have had in the country 8 governments that didn't have this period also. I was part of one. Second supplementary, Sri Pavitra Margarita.
Thank Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi ji for earmarking and investing more than 40,000 crore rupees in the oil sector in Assam. My question is, second supplementary question to Honorable Ministers, is that what are the major projects are undertaken right at this moment in the state of Assam in the field of oil sector by the PSUs, especially the city gas connection and ethanol production, etc.
Honorable Minister.
Particularly pleased that the honourable member has chosen to ask this question because particularly after 2014, there has been an acceleration and more so in the last few years of the kind of projects which have been undertaken by the oil and gas PSUs or as OMCs as we call them. Sir, amongst the various major projects with overall project cost, these are about 44,000 crores, as the honourable member says. Out of this, sir, Numaligarh refinery expansion project itself is about 18,968 crores. The Northeast gas grid is 9,265 crores. The Paradeep Numaligarh crude oil pipeline is another 9,058 crores. And the NRLS, that is Numaligarh biorefinery, is another 4,200 crores, sir. Sir, these are the projects which have already been sanctioned and where work is going on. The second component of the question related to ethanol. Sir, on ethanol as well, as the honorable member and others would be aware, sir, our ethanol or biofuels blending up to 2014 was about 1.5%. Sir, I was personally involved in the efforts which were made earlier. We had decided, rather the government of that day had decided that they wanted 5% ethanol blending in at least 10 or 15 of our states and union territories. But with the best efforts in the world, sir, we didn't proceed beyond 1.4, 1.5% for a variety of reasons. I think in order to succeed in ethanol blending, you need to put in place an ecosystem which will make it viable both for the feed providers, for the production of ethanol and for its use. Today, sir, I'm very happy we had a target of 10% blending by November 2022. We were able to achieve that target 5 months in advance. Our second target, sir, was 20% ethanol blending by 2030. The Honorable Prime Minister, because of the success of this and his leading up front, we were able to bring that target of 2030 to 2025. Today we are in a situation, sir, we are already doing 12% blending. We will achieve the 20% blending 5 years in advance. For that we need 1,000 crore litres. And sir, we are already at about 580 or 600 crore litres. Insofar as Assam is concerned, sir, the oil marketing companies have signed 7 long-term offtake agreements for setting up dedicated ethanol plants with total production capacity of 1,150 kiloliters per day. The total financial outlay of these projects, sir, is 1,370 crore. In addition, sir, NRL is setting up a commercial 2G ethanol plant at Numaligarh, which is expected to be commissioned by 2024, that is next year. The capacity of this plant is 185 kiloliters per day, and its feedstock will be bamboo. The project cost, sir, is 4,200 crores. Sir, I would like to conclude my response to this supplementary by saying one of the most reassuring and heartwarming aspects of our biofuel program is that we have gone from this traditional sugarcane-based feedstock thing to now second generation, that is to make ethanol from agricultural waste, parali, to make ethanol from bamboo, and Assam is leading the way in the production of 2G from bamboo, sir.
Supplementary 3, Virender Prasad Basse. Your
Thank you,
supplementary,
Honorable Chairman, sir. Thankful to Honorable Minister to give him the detailed history of Assam oil producing state. Thank you, sir. You are very right. Asia's first refinery was established in Digboi, Assam, and it was built by British rule.
Sir, direct question.
Sir,
Supplementary.
I'm coming to the question, sir. Assam is an oil producing state. It is known to you, sir. When British was ruled Assam, India, at that time, Digboi refinery was established, sir. But after long back, sir, when Congress was ruled in our country, to get a refinery in Assam, when India got freedom, we have to fight, we have to come to street, and we got the refinery in Guwahati, a mini refinery with production capacity only below 1 million tons. But when this Narendra Modi government is coming, this government has taken lots of initiative, and now they have invested more than 80,000 in Numaligarh.
Please ask your supplementary.
Yes, Numaligarh refinery, 86,000. We are thankful to the Honorable Minister. Sir, by producing oil, Assam is getting royalty from the Union government. India is a oil deficit state, sir. we are importing crude oil from the abroad, sir. Now, I'd like to know from Honorable Minister, is Government of India seriously thinking about the increase of the royalty of crude oil production, which compare with the international?
Honorable Minister.
Very happy that the honorable member has decided through this supplementary to go deeper into the issue of earnings.
And he wants serious response.
And I'm going to give him a serious response with serious underlined. With serious underlined. Sir, the earnings of a state come from a variety of aspects of the ecosystem dealing with energy. Royalty is one aspect. Yes, as we increase our capacity, as more oil gets produced, as more oil gets refined, as the refinery expands. By the way, refinery expansion, we have currently 252 million metric tons per annum. We are going to take it up to 400. The Honorable Prime Minister met 450. So when you refine more, you'll get more royalty, without any doubt. But there are other aspects to this earning also. For instance, when we were able to complete 10% of biofuel blending by 2022, 5 months in advance, we were able to save 41,400 crores of rupees from the import bill. That enabled us to give 42,400 to our farmers. When we do 20% blending, it will be even more. Insofar as the state of Assam is concerned, I am not serious. I'm 100% sure that with the efforts which are being made to expand capacity, the efforts which are being made to produce and refine more, we just did an expansion of one of the Honorable Chief Minister tied me down in a public meeting. I agreed. We are expanding that refining capacity. So the more royalty will come definitely. But the issue is, there is more potential, including in other states of the Northeast. In fact, there is one issue between Assam and another state where there are some issues which we need to resolve. I myself feel that perhaps we have not exercised our, within quotes, our margin of persuasion, because oil is something, if you dig it somewhere, somebody, your neighbor may say कि ये आप तो निकाल रहे हैं oil, तो हमारी field से आ रहा है. We need to resolve these issues. But as I see this issue developing, the developments which have taken place, the expansion, the earlier honorable member also from Assam, he spoke about 44,000 crores, but that is now, even more is going to come, and I'm sure I can sit down with the honorable member you can, as the representative of the people, tell the state government, I have an excellent rapport with your chief minister, with the other chief ministers. We are all working towards enhancing both the oil production, natural gas production, which will ultimately benefit both the people of the northeastern states and their unions.
Fourth supplementary, Kamakhya Prasad Tasa.
सर, मैं मंत्री जी को धन्यवाद देता हूँ क्या वो विस्तृत से इसका आंसर दिया. मेरा डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन है, ये ओएनजीसी ऑयल, इसका प्रोडक्शन कितना है और प्राइवेटाइजेशन कितना ऑयल फील्ड को क्या हुआ है? क्योंकि प्राइवेटाइजेशन देने का मतलब है उन लोग का प्रोडक्शन, उन लोग को सफिशिएंट प्रोडक्शन नहीं कर पा रहे. इसका प्रोडक्शन बढ़ाने के लिए ओएनजीसी और ऑयल को क्या इंस्ट्रक्शन मिनिस्ट्री ने दिया?
ऑनरेबल मिनिस्टर. ऑनरेबल मिनिस्टर.
Sir, the petroleum and natural gas sector has the benefit of both the private sector in exploration and production, and it also has the our OMCs, the marketing companies. Sir, how much is produced? I think we already have in the body of the answer, sir, I have stated that the production of crude oil in India, million metric ton, just now is 29.2 million metric tons. Sir, oil typically, oil and gas, these are capital intensive sectors which have a large gestation period. Now, very often in the past, and I'm not looking at anyone or pointing fingers at anyone, when crucial decisions on investment could not be taken because there was this counter point of view that instead of putting in so much of capital expenditure, you're probably better off importing a cheap oil. Then of late there has been this other narrative, sir, which has emanated from the climate change discussions, the transition to sustainability. Globally, the investment in traditional fossil fuel the entire system has dropped. But I can assure you, sir, we are doing things differently. There's now a concerted attempt, along with the international oil companies with which we have signed the MOUs, our own OMCs, they're all collaborating, and we now have a situation where hopefully this figure of 29.2 million metric tons, I hope that by the time, whoever is the minister at that stage from the BJP government, after 2029, he will be able to give a figure with the multiplier of that, because I'm sure, I'm confident that the work which has been set up now and the exploration and production, all the incentives we've taken. To give you one example, sir, we have about 3.5 million square kilometers of sedimentary basin. But we never, for some reason I don't understand, we never exploited more than 6 to 7%. We are now taking this 6 to 7% exploitation of the sedimentary basin to double the amount. And the answer to the question, the body of the answer provides, in fact, specific details on what have been done in that, and I'll read out to the honorable member. It says specifically that we are taking increase the net geographical area under exploration from 2.5 lakh square kilometers to 5 lakh square kilometers. This plus the opening up of 1 million square kilometers, which used to be part of the no-go areas for a variety of reasons. Sir, and it's only the Honorable Prime Minister who could have taken this decision to free this up from resident objections of security agencies, defense ministry, etc. Today we are in the situation, we are looking towards the period ahead where this figure of 29.2 million metric tons will be much higher, and that we will be able to reduce our import dependence even as our consumption is increasing.
Shri Santosh Kumar P.
Explaining the improvements made in these fields. So may I know, will the government take any initiative to control the petroleum and natural gas prices?
Honorable Minister.
The honorable member has asked this. There are two ways of controlling prices, and clearly the model that we have been following, we have ensured that in the last 2 years, prices of petrol in India have come down by 11%, and of diesel, they've also come down, but by a smaller amount. Why have we been able to do it, sir? Because the central government, because of the initiative and decision of the Prime Minister, we reduced central government excise on 2 occasions, in November 21 and in May 2022, and we brought down the price by 13 and 16
Question
rupees.
number 5, Mr. Shri Binoy Vishwam. Question number 5. Honorable member, question number 5. Shri Binoy Vishwam.
I raise it.
Honorable Minister.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Honorable Minister.
Sir, reply is laid on the table of the House, sir.
The House will meet again at 2 p.m. today.
न डॉक्टर की सुविधा है, और रोड का ये हालत है सर कि हम लोग जो है, मेरा ये हाथ छिल गया है सर कि मैं खुद ही मोटरसाइकिल से गिर गया, मोटरसाइकिल से भी मैं वहाँ चढ़ नहीं पाया सर। मेरा आपके माध्यम से भारत सरकार से आग्रह है कि इस तरह आदिवासियों के खिलाफ माहौल बनाने वाला, आदिवासियों के खिलाफ नहीं काम करने वाला और बांग्लादेशी घुसपैठियों को बढ़ाने वाला मेरे इलाके में जो सरकार है उसको बर्खास्त किया जाए, यहाँ से केंद्रीय टीम को भेजा जाए और बच्चे जो मर रहे हैं प्राइमेटिव ट्राइबल ग्रुप पहाड़िया के, उनकी जान बचाएगी।
थैंक यू वेरी मच। सभा की कार्यवाही 2 बजे तक के लिए स्थगित की जाती है।
A bill passed by both houses of Parliament and assented to by the President. Adjournment of the sitting of the House. Termination of the sitting of the House, which meets again at the same time appointed for the next sitting. Adjournment sine die. Termination of a sitting of the House without any definite date being fixed for the next sitting. Expunction. Deletion of words, phrases or expressions from the proceedings or records of Rajya Sabha by an order of the chairman for being defamatory or indecent or unparliamentary or undignified. Rule 380 of the Rules of Procedure and Conduct of Business in Lok Sabha gives the Speaker the discretion to expunge any words or expressions used in debate that are considered defamatory, indecent, unparliamentary or undignified. Maiden speech. First speech of a member in the House after election/nomination to Rajya Sabha or Lok Sabha.
Hello and a very warm welcome viewers. You're watching this special presentation of Sunset TV with your host Kriti Mishra. India's criminal justice system is set for a completion by improving the quality of evidence and providing relief and protection to victims. So what are the key provisions in the bill? What are the major recommendations of the Parliamentary Committee on Home Affairs? Well, we've packed everything for you in this edition, so come along. India's criminal justice system has been predominantly shaped by laws and regulations inherited from the British colonial era. In the post-independence years, these legal foundations underwent alterations and amendments to align with the evolving requirements of modern times. The experience of 7 decades of Indian democracy calls for comprehensive review of our criminal laws, including the Code of Criminal Procedure, and adopt them in accordance with the contemporary needs and aspirations of the people of India. The pre-independence criminal laws were used by the British to protect their colonial interests, to rule the people and the country, and to maintain their authority and supremacy over India. There was a need for comprehensive review of the criminal laws, the Criminal Procedure Code, the Indian Penal Code, and the Indian Evidence Act, and adapt them according to the present-day needs and aspirations. In fact, Prime Minister of India also advocated for the need to revamp all the legislations enacted across all departments during the British era.
देश ने 1,500 से ज्यादा पुराने और अप्रासंगिक कानूनों को रद्द कर दिया है। इनमें से अनेक कानून तो गुलामी के समय से चले आ रहे हैं।
In accordance with the basic principles enshrined in the Constitution of India, it was proposed to bring about fundamental comprehensive changes in the framework of Indian criminal laws. With this objective in view, the existing Indian Penal Code of 1860, the Code of Criminal Procedure 1973, and the Indian Evidence Act 1872 would now be repealed and replaced by the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita 2023, the Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita 2023, and the Bharatiya Sakshi Bill 2023, respectively. The Home Affairs Minister introduced these 3 key bills in the Lok Sabha on 11th of August 2023.
ये तीनों कानूनों को रिप्लेस कर इनकी जगह जो 3 नए कानून बनेंगे उनकी